Now we are going to see relaxation time and drift velocity. Relaxation time means it is average time interval between two successive collisions. When we connect a battery to a conductor, the electrons undergo an acceleration, they will collide each other. So during their collision, their velocities will change. So between two successive collisions, the average time taken is called relaxation time. Now we need to get an equation for relaxation time in terms of drift velocity. So we know that initially the net average velocity was 0. When we apply a battery to a conductor, there will be an average velocity called drift velocity. And the time taken, the average time taken to gain the drift velocity means initially the velocity of the electrons was, average velocity was 0. After a particular average time tau is called drift velocity. Sorry, tau is called relaxation time. Tau is a relaxation time. Just an average time, relaxation time. An average time tau, the average velocity increases from 0 to a value Vd. So tau is the time taken, average time taken for the electrons to gain an average velocity of Vd from the value 0. We can apply equation of motion V is equal to U plus At. When you apply the equation V is equal to U plus At, V is equal to Vd, drift velocity is equal to U is 0. 0 plus A into, what is average time? Time is called relaxation time, A into tau. Or we can write Vd is equal to A into tau. Now we will see what is the value of the acceleration. So this is the first relation connecting relaxation time and drift velocity. Now what is the acceleration experiment? Now I am going to draw the diagram once again. We have the conductor of circular area cross section. We have the battery connected. One end is positive, this is negative and positive. So across the conductor there is an electric field from positive to negative. This is the direction of the electric field. V is the potential difference. L is the length of the conductor. Electric field, potential difference and length are related by an equation E is equal to V by L. The potential difference by length is equal to electric intensity. That you have learned in the chapter electrostatic potential. E is equal to V by L. Now there is an electric field. In this electric field, the electrons are moving from negative terminal to positive terminal. So the electrons with an average velocity called drift velocity move in the electric field. Electrons are moving from negative terminal to the positive terminal. Electrons are moving like this. These electrons are moving in the electric field. These electrons are charged particles. So when charged particles move in an electric field, they will experience a force. So we have seen the equation for the force. F is equal to Q into E. Q is the charge, E is the electric field, F is the force. So Q we can replace by small e. Small e is the charge of electron, F is equal to E into E. This is the force. If there is force, there will be acceleration. What will be the acceleration? Acceleration is equal to force by mass. M is the mass of the electron. So I substitute here E instead of F. So I will get the equation E by M. This is the acceleration. So I am going to substitute here. Drift velocity is equal to acceleration E by M into tau. Tau is the relaxation time. This is an important relation connecting drift velocity, relaxation time, electric field, charge of the electron and mass of the electron. Now we can modify the equation in terms of potential difference also. E is equal to V by L. So when we modify, we will get Vd. Drift velocity is equal to Vd is equal to E by M. Then instead of E we can use V by L. V means potential difference and L is the length of the conductor and tau is the relaxation. So we can use either of these equations, either this or this. This is the equation in terms of electric field and this in terms of potential difference. This is the relation connecting drift velocity and the relaxation time. We have three equations. We can use either of these equations depending on the situation. So what is the relaxation time? It is the average time interval between two successive collisions. Average time interval. So relaxation time is the time taken for the electrons to get the average velocity called drift velocity from an average velocity 0. So electrons will acquire an average velocity Vd from a value 0 in a time, average time called relaxation time. Now further we will use the equation to arrive at Ohm's law. we can arrive at Ohm's law using this equation. How? We are saying that in the previous topic you are saying that the current I is equal to N A E into VD. We have seen the equation. Current I is equal to N A E into VD. Current I is equal to N A E into, what is VD here? Here we have VD is equal to E by M into V by L into tau. We have the equation. Now rearranging this, you will get I is equal to N A E square V tau by M into L. So I am going to take V from this equation. From this equation, cross multiplying, V is equal to MLI. So MLI divided by NA E square tau. Rearranging this, V is equal to MLI divided by NA E square tau. In this equation, all the terms like mass of the electron, length of the conductor, number of electrons per volume, area cross section, square of charge of electron, relaxation time, all are constant. So what we can write? V proportional to I, or V is equal to resistance R into I. So what will be the constant here? This will be the value of the constant. What is resistance now? Resistance equal to this value, this proportionality value. So R is equal to ML by NA E square tau. This is the resistance. If we have resistance, how can you get resistivity? We know that resistivity rho is equal to R into A by L. What is R? R is equal to ML by NA E square tau into A by L. L cancels, area cross section cancels. What will you get? Rho is equal to M by N E square tau. Rho is equal to M by N E square, R into A by L. So area cross section and length of the conductor cancel. Remaining terms are M by N E square tau. So we have got equation for resistivity and resistance in terms of relaxation time. So in this equation itself, you can see that the resistance is directly proportional to length of a conductor, resistance inversely proportional to area of cross section. Thus we have got the equation for resistance and resistivity in terms of relaxation time. Also we have stated Ohm's law starting from the concept of relaxation time and drift velocity. So drift velocity is equal to E by M into tau. E is the electric field. Drift velocity also can be expressed in terms of potential difference. So this is the topic relaxation time and drift velocity. Okay, thank you.